Hey, what's up guys? What would be some dream fights if you could actually see them? Fedor Brock Lesnar, Randy Couture Fedor, Mike Tyson Anderson Silva in a straight boxing match, GSP versus Cain Velasquez in a straight one-on-one wrestling match. Who would win and why? So post your answer in the comment section below. So guys, UFC 168, Travis Browne versus Josh Barnett. Tell me that's not a great fight. You got Josh Barnett just dominated basically Frank Mir, and then you have Alistair Overeem, who basically kicked the shit out of Travis Browne, and Travis Browne was able to come back and basically win that fight. So you know Travis Browne can win that fight, and he can take a hell of an ass whooping. That is a great fight to see. Two great heavyweights. I'm not really going to predict who's going to win. And what do you guys think of Tito Ortiz basically backing out of the fight against Rampage? He basically said he's injured, and the Bellator pay-per-view that's supposedly going on is canceled and made into a regular free fight. I don't watch Bellator. That's just the only organization I don't care about. I watch UFC all the time. I watch World Series of Fighting. I didn't even care about this Rampage Tito fight. I don't know if you guys thought it was a great fight, but there's no reason why Tito Ortiz needs to still be fighting MMA. He's been beat up. In the last 7 years, he's only beat one guy. So did you guys hear that Jason Mayhem Miller basically called Uriah Hall the N-word? Mayhem Miller continued via Twitter and text messages. I don't know how he got my number, Hall says. I asked, and his response was, I'm Mayhem Miller, I know everything. He's going to be fighting him at UFC 168. Says he's past being angry and simply hopes Miller takes the steps to get help. He got called the N-word. He's acting a fool. Somehow he got his number and he started text messaging him and harassing him. What is up with Jason Mayhem Miller? You see what he did on the Ariel Helwani show. He jumped on the table, flipped out. I just don't know. If the dude actually has a mental problem, he needs to seek help. I can understand you might be doing this for publicity or something. I don't think so. I think the dude is really kind of messed up in the head. On February 8th, you have Mousasi versus Lyoto Machida set for Brazil. It says after making an important middleweight debut, former UFC light heavyweight champion Lyoto Machida asked for Vitor Belfort, and his camp denied. I think he's denying it because all Vitor wants is a title shot. But my thing is, Mousasi, who held the Strikeforce title, will be fighting against Lyoto Machida. That's a great fight. I think I didn't see the fight that everybody's talking about. Everybody's saying Lyoto Machida looked great. He lit up his opponent. He dominated that fight. I just didn't see that card because I didn't think UFC Fight Night 30 was all that great, so I didn't tune in for it. But with that being said, Mousasi versus Lyoto Machida. If Lyoto Machida can fight the way he did in his last fight, I think he has a chance to win. Jon Jones targeted late February and March fight against Glover Teixeira. I don't really care about that fight, to be honest. And I still think if he wins this fight, Jon Jones, the only guy that he can fight will be either Gustafsson or would be someone like Phil Davis or Daniel Cormier. I still think to be honest, that Jon Jones needs to improve. He's not the pound-for-pound best guy that ever fought, and you've seen that in the Gustafsson fight. His boxing didn't look all that great. His wrestling certainly didn't look all that great. I think the reason why he wins a lot of fights, you guys might be thinking I'm stupid for saying this, he has a long reach. That's the main reason why a lot of guys can't come in. So when you're coming in and you have short reach, he's just doing this, and they're getting hit before they're able to do a takedown or do anything. And Jon Jones is tall. But I think Gustafsson and a lot of people, I've always said that if you can get Jon Jones on his back, or you can be very aggressive and get up in his face, he can be beat. That's my honest truth, honest opinion. I think someone like Gustafsson, someone like maybe DC, Daniel Cormier might beat him. But I think Daniel Cormier, we haven't seen him at 205, so you don't know if he's going to be gassing out, if the weight cut's going to get to him. And guys, I want to end the MMA Breakdown video podcast by showing you that not all MMA gyms are what you see on TV. They're not all like what Cain Velasquez or Jon Jones trains in. They're basically just a mat, maybe a few punching bags here and there, and that's about it. And this is my friend's gym, and he's been training since before 1993. And the dude in the black, he's been, with the shorter hair, he's been training since about 2006. So give him a break. Don't say, they suck. They're not going hard, because when you spar with your opponents and your training partners, you don't go hard. You don't go like for broke. But I really wanted to show you guys that not everything you see on the UFC countdown shows is what you actually see. You don't have full cages. You know how much a full cage is? Probably more than $10,000. That's just to be realistic. But with that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and this is just another video, MMA video podcast in video form, because I know a lot of you guys love the audio podcast, but I want to make more video podcasts for you guys. Check me out. So check me out on my Facebook page in the links below, where you guys can add me and ask any questions you want, MMA, non-MMA related, and I'll start making a viewer section of my video. So at the end of each video, I will actually say, John312 asked, would Jon Jones beat Anderson Silva in a street fight? And I would answer the question, and they can be random questions or not random questions. But with that being said, hopefully you guys love the little MMA section that I showed you of my buddy's training. So hit the like button, subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.